Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Monday evening. It's time for Crypto Talk, and welcome to this call. And what a privilege it is to spend time with the team again on this Monday evening. And we look forward to a packed program for tonight. And it is time that we start looking at what should we do and what should we prepare. And as we started last week, and Jason so eloquently explained to us what we should do to get into crypto, and or to get what we should do to get ready for 2022. Tonight we're going to continue on that vein, but tonight we're going to talk strategy, and tonight we're going to look at specific groups of coins, specific groups of crypto, or a specific strategy with regards to projects. And I don't want to say too much about that because I would like and allow Jason to introduce that properly when he starts. And if I look as if I'm a bit demakar, just managing the Boeing at the moment, and it's a privilege to be with you. So tonight we're going to look at, and I have to find my mouse. I lost my mouse here somewhere in my system. And ladies and gentlemen, if I can just find my mouse, we will go to the next slide. And tonight we talk on Crypto Talk, we talk about crypto strategy for 2022. So crypto strategy for 2022. If you're already in crypto, if you already have position in crypto, it's important that you talk with us tonight. It's important that you with us on this call tonight so that we can look at a strategy for 2022. Welcome everybody, and allow me to introduce our subject matter expert on crypto trading at the Crypto School, none other than Jason Ashington himself. And Jason, it's such a privilege to talk with you and to learn from you. And I now know you for more than 3 years already, 4 years about, and I've learned so much from you, and I always say thank you. Very thankful for the guidance that I get from you. And in the morning call in our community, you are just always there. And this morning, again, you've done an amazing job. Thank you, Jason, looking at the charts and helping all of us to make sense of where we're at. And as we got on this call, ladies and gentlemen, Jason and Andre in the room, I heard the discussion on what is happening in the crypto market. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's turn to Jason. Please start with introducing us to the subject that we're going to talk about tonight. And then let's look at the charts, please.
Thanks, Daniel. Good evening, everybody. And for those people that I haven't wished for 2022, I wish you all the best. And I'm sure 2022 is going to be better than last year and the year before. We've had 2 years of COVID now, and we should be used to it now. I think it's becoming a norm, so we're going to have to just work around it and make the best of it. But Donnie, you mentioned that you learned from me. I'm definitely not the know-it-all. What I'm doing is I'm also learning on a daily basis. I'm following guys on Twitter. I'm watching videos on YouTube. I am looking on Telegram, and I learn from those guys. And the learning doesn't stop. It's an ongoing thing. It does not stop at all. So whatever I pass on to you, it's something I perhaps learned in the last week or whatever the case may be. I'm definitely not the know-it-all.
Oh, Jason, I just want to come and say you're definitely not a know-it-all, because there are some subject matter experts that think they know it all, but they're not. You can never be, especially not in crypto. But Jason, we take our hat off and we bow to your knowledge and your willingness to share that with us. So thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks, Donnie. What I just want to emphasize is that crypto education does not stop. There's always something new that's coming, getting new project that's coming along. New ID, something has changed, and it's an ongoing learning process. So that's why it's very important to be plugged into these Telegram groups, following these guys on Twitter, watching YouTube videos. That's where I get all my information from. But thanks, Donnie. The subject tonight is just really, firstly, what we should be doing, around strategy for 2022, number one. And number two is, where do we get the information from? So as I said last week, and even this morning, 2022 is going to be a very volatile year. The reason why it's going to be volatile is that we found that Bitcoin is now tracking what the stock markets are doing, especially the S&P 500. So anytime we see any weakness in the S&P 500, we're seeing weakness in Bitcoin. And even tomorrow, I see the futures are flat, and I think the NASDAQ is showing weakness there. And we've seen Bitcoin starting to show weakness early this morning already, and it's still going down. So we're expecting that weakness to actually slow down in the next day or two, and the trend to start moving up again. Hopefully that is going to play out. Okay, so let's just go and have a look at, I'm going to share my screen here. And I've got some various websites that we're going to go through. And I'll start with exchange Binance. And I just want to show you that they've added different functions on here. And if you click on markets at the top here, you'll see that it comes up with options here where you've got favorites, all crypto, spot markets, etc. You click on all cryptos, and at the bottom there, you'll see a whole lot of new functions. So they've got metaverse, gaming, DeFi, innovation, layer 1, layer 2, fan tokens, NFT storage, Polkadot system, what's that, point of sale? No, that is proof of staking, proof of work, launchpad, launch pool, BSC, and ETFs. These different functions might be Greek to some people, but what we've seen is that, especially last year, these different areas of crypto moved at a different time. And the ones that really moved well towards the end of the last 6 months of last year was the layer 1 and layer 2 coins. And we are seeing that some of these layer 1 and layer 2 coins are still moving. And like, for example, Luna, we've got Phantom that has made a tremendous move in the last 3 or 4 weeks from $1, I think it hit a low of $1.19, it's now at $3 in the space of 3 or 4 weeks. If we go down to One Harmony, that's doubled in price. We've got Near, and I don't think Near, Near is, yeah. Near's doubled in price in the last 3 or 4 weeks. And so there's not all coins are moving at the same time. So it's highly important that you understand what coins you should be in preparation to get those gains that are going up. So where do you find what coins are moving? You can just look here, for example, in the 24-hour change. And today might be a bad example because there has been a drop in the market. But you can change it from descending to ascending. And if you just go from descending, you can see in 24 hours, Cardano has gone up 4%, Tron's 0.29. There was a lot more greens this morning, but this can give you a good indication what coins are starting to move. And that's just really on Binance. Now, if you go through to another website, and this is called DeFi Llama, and you click on chains, you can actually go down and you can actually go onto those various layer 1 coins. And in here, we find the layer 1 and the layer 2 coins that are part of the same ecosystem. So if, for example, we go down to Phantom, we can see that, for example, the Phantom ecosystem in the last 1 day, the total value TVL has gone up by 3.42%, and the 7-day has gone up by 40%. Okay, so TVL is total value locked, and it represents all those coins in that system. And you can see, for example, Phantom's gone up 40% with all those coins. So what's a good idea is to go onto these different ecosystems and just have a look, for example, what is starting to move. So if we look at BNB ecosystem, for example, in the last day, it's gone up 2.21%, yet for the 7-day is down. So maybe tomorrow you come here and it's gone up another 1%, another 2%. That's a good indication that BNB maybe is ready to move, for example. Another one is, let's go to Cardano. And Donnie and Andre, you can, if you want to contribute, you can contribute there. Is it on here?
Can you maybe search at the top? I don't know if you can.
Okay. But this is a very good indicator to show you what is getting ready to move. And it's always a good idea to get into these ecosystems before they actually start moving. I'm now on an exchange called CoinGecko. Not exchange. I'm on a platform that gives a market cap called CoinGecko. And what is great about CoinGecko, you can click on categories and it gives you the similar information as we saw here on DeFi Llama, where you got those different ecosystems and it's giving you the movements for, for 1 hour, 24 hours, and 7 days. To Phantom again. So we've got Phantom in here. We've got 545%. And there's Cardano. You can see Cardano in the last 24 hours gone up 9%, and in the last 7 days gone up 16%. So you can see Cardano looks like it's getting ready to move up. And if you actually go to the chart in Cardano, it actually gives you similar information. Let me just go there quickly. Where if we go on to the daily here, we can see that Cardano has been in a downtrend.
I've just muted you for a while because we can hear that you're on the phone. So when you want to say something, just remember that you're muted.
Cardano has been in a downtrend since 1st of September, where we hit an all-time high of $3. And you can see that it's tapped this resistance line a few times on the 10th of November, on the 27th of December, and it is now broken out yesterday. If we go back here, we can see that the Cardano ecosystem is starting to move. All this information is readily here. You just have to go every day, go over and look, see what has moved for the last day, what has moved for the last 7 days, or what is starting to move. And you can actually, as I say, you can actually rank it by just clicking at the top. Now, what has moved?
No, Jason, I'm with you, and thank you for highlighting Cardano there, that is ready. I think for those that missed Phantom, we still have a little opportunity with AEA.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Phantom hasn't finished. Well, I think we've still got another week left of Phantom to move up. And the reason why I'm saying that is that if we just go and have a look at the ranking by market capitalization, and we go down and see where Phantom is, we'll see that Phantom is line 25th, and the market cap there is 7.5 billion. And if we look at similar coins on the layer one, for example, Avalanche, we see at 21. So AVAX is 3 times more than Phantom, and then Phantom has got similar protocols, if I can use that word, as AVAX. Matic's at 15, Cosmos at 11. So there is definitely still some upside here with regards to Phantom.
Absolutely, Jason. I very early this morning, one of the first things that I've done is I've added some Phantom at a good price, and it pulled back at some point during the course of the day, and it filled my order. I didn't get a fantastic price, but I did get a better price than the average one for the day, but I loaded on a bit of Phantom for the day.
And then if we go and look at the coin market cap, that gives us similar information to CoinGecko. We've got also these options at the bottom where you can see the different categories. And similar to what we've got in Binance, we've got the Metaverse coins, Polkadot, Binance Smart Chain, Solana, Avalanche, that we find down here. And you can click on these different categories to see those different coins, which is amazing. So in these different categories, we will have a time this year where these different categories will move. We can remember last year how some of these Metaverse coins moved, like Decentraland, Mana, Axie Infinity. So these Sand also had a hell of a move last year. So these coins will once again move again at some time this year. And even Polkadot towards the end of last year, there was a whole lot of news coming out around Polkadot. Unfortunately, Bitcoin at that stage wasn't playing game and it was dropping, but we didn't see a full move in the Polkadot system. But we'll see that once again this year, that we'll see some of these Polkadot coins move. And also DeFi. You know, DeFi's Terra Luna, I think right now is actually ready to move. We've seen a nice move in AVAX in the last couple of weeks, and even Link is starting to wake up.
Yeah, but Link is a bit behind, Jason. Link just fell behind in the last 3 months. Unbelievable.
But we've seen some of these DeFi coins starting to wake up, as I say, even Link starting to wake up, which is great. There we've got Phantom there again, XTZ, which is Tezos, Aave. So all this information, as I say, is readily available, you know, on these different websites. And if we're going to have a look at crypto bubbles, and what I do with crypto bubbles is that we've got different filters on this website. If we go to look here, for example, you can choose what exchange you want to look at: Binance, KuCoin, Gate.io, FTX, Coinbase, and you can also filter to the top coins. So I would normally go to either KuCoin or Binance, and I would go down to smaller time frames, for example, like a 15-minute, and I'll look at this maybe 3 or 4 times a day, just to see what coins are starting to move in the last 15 minutes. Because you want to get in here early. It doesn't help to look at a day, for example, even a week. By that time, it's too late. So I put onto smaller time frames, and I'll start seeing what coins are green. Click on it. It tells you the information, how it's moving the last hour, day, week, etc. And you can buy or not.
Oh, Jason, I would like to add there, and that REQ that's there on top, for example, if you click on that, you'll see it's a coin with a very low value. And if you go do a little research on it, you will find that coin has got amazing potential in where they said request here. And it's a coin that's still less than $1. And it is a coin, if you go look at on CoinGecko and you go look at the coin and you go look at the detail, it sounds like an interesting coin, which I've never seen until I've heard of it once or twice, but I've never looked at it until I saw it like what you've done now. I saw it at some stage on CoinGecko. I saw it on Crypto Bubbles. I saw it popping up, and then I gone and did a bit of research on it, and it was interesting to see what they all about, because they're also part of an ecosystem and the Gnosis chain, which I did not know anything about until then.
What's interesting there, Donnie, is that the total market cap is 275 million, and the 24-hour trading, the last 24 hours, been 226.
Exactly. That's the fun part. The total market cap has been traded in the last 24 hours.
Yeah.
So that means in the ecosystem, they are truly using those coins.
Something to keep an eye on. We just have a look at the chart in the last 7 days, and you can see it started moving this morning. How it's gone up from about 20, what was that, 30 cents up to 40 cents.
What I just wanted to emphasize there, Jason, is I didn't know anything about the coin, but I picked it up on Coin Bubbles, and I then gone and looked at it, and I bought some of them on KuCoin. If you go up, I think it's on KuCoin. I bought some of them on KuCoin, and I think I bought on KuCoin. Maybe I bought on Binance. I've made a few changes this morning and yesterday, but I think I bought them on KuCoin.
Okay, they are available in KuCoin also, and Binance, Coinbase, Gate, so it's on quite a few exchanges. So it's definitely a coin to keep an eye on.
And again, as we say always, it's no advice or anything. It's just interesting that something like Crypto Bubbles, where I just go and check regularly, I check the coins that come up, and I always look for these coins that are at a fraction of $1. Remember Shiba Inu and those coins, and Dogecoin that came out that were nothing, but over time they've gone up the most of any coins, but they were fractions. And I'm not disregarding those fractions of coins. I just go look into those ecosystems, make a note of them, and then start tracking them, put the tracker on them on coin market cap, and just on TradingView, my apology, on TradingView, and start tracking them. But the reason that I talk about this is purely to show what the crypto bubbles, a stupid, simple little thing, can do for us by just exposing us to coins that we should not have seen before.
Yeah. The beauty about CoinGecko is that once you clicked on the coin, and Lee, thanks for that. Yeah, if you click on markets, it's got all the exchanges there. But if you'll see that all the different tags that is associated with that coin, you'll find here all the information relating to that, where you can find the community, what wallet accepts this coin, explorers. So it's ERC20 coin, it's on Etherscan. And there you can see the MetaMask contract.
Jason, and there's always more information there where the tags are. On the right-hand side, we've just been, yes, there's a drop-down, and that's now a business service, but sometimes not for this coin, but for some coins, if you click on that tags and you click on that drop-down, there's 7, 8, 9 different things explaining you more about that specific coin. Yeah, it's just the beauty of all this info that we receive. And if you just go play with that a little, there's another coin that I picked up through Coin Market Cap, and I don't want to go into all that now, but it's called BUX, which is another coin that I would never have seen if it weren't for crypto bubbles. But Jason, I'll shut up. Over to you, buddy.
Yeah, as I say, you can choose the different exchanges. Now, I'll also go to, for example, KuCoin, and the reason I go to KuCoin is because that KuCoin has got quite a bit of coins that have just recently been launched and that you don't find on other exchanges. So if you are trading on different exchanges, it's always advisable to go and click down on this drop down and choose those different exchanges that are available here. Okay, so we've got KuCoin, Gate, and Coinbase, which is great. And then we go to another good strategy is to go and look at upcoming events, at news, because news drives price. And I've just gone on here and you got the different filters. Sorry, the exchange is called as Coin Market Cap, and you can change the date parameters under the filters here. You can choose how many coins you want to filter here. Maybe you only want to look at the top 100, top 300, whatever. So let's just take the top 100, for example. Different exchanges, you can filter that down to different exchanges with different categories, and you click on the search. And then what is a good idea once a week is to actually scan and go through the different news events that's coming up. Some of these, the news is big news, and that will drive price. But it doesn't help to look what's happening this week. You need to be looking what's happening in 3 or 4 or 5 weeks' time, because you want to get into the coins that are. So where you got mainnet upgrades, for example, that's normally very big news, and that would drive price way ahead of time. I'm just trying to find Carver, but it looks like it's off here already. Maybe it's in the top 300. Let me just refresh. Okay, anyway, Carver is on this Wednesday. Now, if you go and look at the Carver coin and see what it's done in the last 3 weeks. So on the 13th of December, which was a month ago, it was at $3.20. It's now at $5.35. So if you had scanned, for example, at that stage a month ago already, you would have seen a mainnet upgrade, which was huge news. Possibly managed to get into that trade at the early price, and you would be 70% up in 4 weeks, which is great. So, as I say, it's great to go through these, at least once a week to see what's happening in 3 or 4 or 5 weeks' time. New
Yeah, we always buy the news and sell the event.
Absolutely. Okay, if Andre wants to add.
Can I unmute? Sorry guys, yeah, it was a bit noisy. Yeah, the thing is, the great thing I think is in the future, like this, how many coins now? 12,000 coins. And obviously not all of them are going to be within 2 or 3 years. But I think, for instance, Cardano, Ethereum, all of that coins, I don't think they will just disappear. I think there will be a certain space for each coin of them, of that big coins. But that doesn't mean there can be some new upcoming coin that can surpass that. But yeah, nothing else.
I think we'll move over to the markets now, and then come back, a bit later. So Donnie, I'm just going to have a look and see what's happening to Bitcoin in the last week. And if we have a look here, so last week was the 10th. The 10th, we were at a similar price that we are now at 42,000. We did go up last week to 44,000.
Jason, and that is what you said last Monday.
Yeah.
Last Monday when we were at 42, if I can remind every one of you of Jason's words of Monday morning last week, he said, we will go up, but we will find resistance at 43.8, 44. And it exactly happened like that.
Sorry, this is let me just go into here. Yeah, I did have a resistance line here. Sure. There's it there. I had it in this area, 44,500. And it went up to 44,500. Yeah. And so we've come down, and this yellow trend line has been in place now for, I'm just going to go into the 3-day chart, since September 2020. We touched it there, we touched it again in July last year, and we're right now on the support line. So we're hoping to see a move up this week in Bitcoin. But that all depends on, as I say, the S&P 500. If we go into the daily, you can see that last week, that Monday, we actually touched the support line that's been in place since the Corona drop. We went up for 3 days, and Wednesday last week, we started moving down. Thursday, we had a big drop, and then Friday has gone up a bit and found support. Today, the American stock market is closed. It's a public holiday. And if we have a look at the futures, the USD 30, that is pretty much flat. So I think tomorrow morning we'll see some direction for the stock markets. I hope that's positive. That will hopefully now start pushing Bitcoin to the upside. You can see we have got this resistance that has been in place since the 10th of November. And a touch there again on the 27th of December. We want to break through here and move to the upside. So all eyes are on Bitcoin in the next day or two. Go down to smaller time frames. We've broken that support of 42,500, and we are coming down again. I have got this dotted line that has provided support previously. I'm hoping for support once again to be found in this area. Okay, if we have a look at, I'll always look at the total market cap, because that gives us clues. We have a look at on the daily, on the 10th, which was last week, we're actually below the 2 trillion mark. And we've managed to get above the 2 trillion. You can see now we are testing that support at the moment. 2 trillion is very important support, because you can see in the past where it's acted as support in the middle of last year, and at times resistance. So 2 trillion is very important, and I'm very happy to see in the last week that we got above it. So hopefully it's going to provide support right now.
Yeah, we need a little bit of support, Jason. Any kind of support we can get, we need support. Andre?
Cool. Sorry, I'm just on one screen, so I had to find the unmute button and the different screen. Yeah. Can I share what I want to share with you tonight?
Can I introduce you quickly? Ladies and
Sorry?
gentlemen, our young gun, none other than Andre Smith. Yes, you can go, buddy.
Great. Thanks, guys. Again, I say sorry in what I don't my English. Anyways, so I just say sorry. I just have my one screen. I'm not at house. But anyways, what I wanted to share with you guys, and I was like each week I just go about my stuff and crypto, and then I just come on Monday nights and just share whatever I think is necessary or something I learned. And there's something that's actually that I've seen quite a lot on TradingView, but I've never used it. And this past 2 weeks, basically past week, last week, yeah, I started diving into short-term trades, like more like scalp trading, basically what you can say. And I don't want you guys to go into scalp trading just now and freak out. I don't want you guys to lose money or something. I started using TradingView, and I didn't want to mess up my whole chart, like my long-term investment charts, because I have my indicators there ready and everything. And this is quite simple actually. And now I'm quickly gonna share my screen here, get my TradingView. So here you can see, this is my normal chart. I just want to remove this. And it's a bit messy, sorry. I was just checking Bitcoin and everything. And Jason, I just want to tell you, I saw on a lot of the charts, there is hidden bullish divergences. And even on the USDT dominance chart, there's a hidden bearish divergence, which means the people should get back into the market, but that can be cancelled out. Anyways, so you see I have my charts here, all of my charts, a lot of them, and I don't want to mess them up. I don't want to go and delete this RSI the whole time if I want to do something else. So what I did is, you can actually come here where you go and save. There's a small drop down arrow. You just click there and you can say make a new chart layout. And now it's gonna actually take me to a new page on this TradingView. And I'm using the desktop app, but it's the same on the browser. Let me just close that. So now you can see here I changed my candle colors to that blue color and the white, because the reds looks a lot more dangerous. So it just seems nice. But now you can see this is the default chart that you get on TradingView, except I just changed my screen to dark mode. So now you can start from the beginning, like you can start over like everything. And what I want to share you guys with as well is, here you see there's a small box, and I didn't use it a lot, but here's a small box. And now you can actually compare two charts. So if I want to come and compare, and the screen is way too small, but if I want to come and compare, and before I do that, you will see here, if you click there, you can actually click the symbol, interval, and time. So I don't want to compare I don't want the symbol to be in sync. So you can see that it says sync in layout. So I use the crosshair, the time, interval, and drawings. So now what's going to happen is, when I click on this screen, now I can type in Ethereum BTC, and I can add that chart. This side I can say, okay, I want Ethereum USDT, or wait, let's just say BTC USDT. Okay, economy, I don't know why it's there. Anyways, so now you can actually come here and compare the different charts with going about the different layouts. But now, this is actually not what I wanted to show you guys. But now you can go here and you can just say rename this thing, and you can click save. But I want the different indicators. So this side, I want to add the RSI, if this thing is gonna load. Let's say, where's my RSI? There's my relative strength index. And this side, I want, let's see, I want the stochastic RSI. So now you can just see, you can compare those two with each other. Now I can go and save that. I can close this window, and I had both of them open. This is my original chart. And now if I want to go back again, I can just go load chart layout, and there's testing, and then it should just open the chart that I originally saved just now. So I know this is like really stupid, and you guys might be like, yeah, Andre, I know that since the beginning, but this is something I never used, and it makes your life a lot better. And sorry guys, my signal is useless here on the farm. So I'm just going to close that. So that's going to open the chart that you saved just there, and it works really good. So yeah, that's something small I wanted to share with you. There's a lot of stuff that the TradingView has. That's great. Oh, and another thing. So you can see here, they call that the hamburger icon. It's just that 3 stripes. But anyways, when you click there, you can see there what's new. So usually they update the TradingView, and you can go there and you'll see there's a lot of stuff that they say what they added or updated or whatever. And the other day I saw something, it's actually stupid, but I don't know if you guys show someone your charts and whatever. So with the drawing tool, they actually updated it. And now, like when you draw, you can actually fill it. So when you, let me just move this around. Where's my, oh, here it is. No, that's not the one I want. Anyways, let me just click there, double click here. So now you can actually add a background to your drawing. You can change the colors, you can play with it around. It's quite cool actually. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff, there's a lot of new stuff that they add there a lot of the times, and that's how I knew about, because usually when you wanted to export your chart to share it with someone, well, export your list, you had to share it, you had to go and export list, share it to them, and they have to import that file. There's a lot of hassle, and that's where I actually saw that they added the share list button, so you can just copy the link and just share with the guys. So that's where I got my news from. That's basically that, Donnie. I don't know if you guys want to add something to that. I know you guys, let's see, I thought you were smarter than that, but that's it.
Thank you for playing. The difference between my generation and your generation is we think we're going to break everything and we will not be able to get it back to where it was. You just click on anything.
Yeah. Sorry, I just see, I think it's Stephen or Stefan. You are correct. You have to be, unfortunately, you have to be on a paid account to do all of that stuff. So yeah, sorry, but it's quite cool. And I think if you really are being more serious about trading, I think it's really good to get a paid membership at TradingView. I think it's really worth it. Yeah.
Andre, I'd like you to show everybody what you're
putting me on the spot, yeah? Eh?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just, again, I don't have a lot of screens, so this is going to be hard to see. I was actually, okay, so here you can see, let me just get a better chart here because this thing is a bit cluttered. Market check. Okay, this Bitcoin chart. So here you can see, and this is on the 4 hour. You can see there we have a higher high in the price, and sorry, that is hidden bullish, sorry, because it's at the bottom, so it means for the continuation. Anyways, sorry, my terms are getting a bit messed up. So here you can see that, yeah, hidden bullish, sorry. So that is they call that the hidden bullish divergence. So what is nice about the hidden bullish divergence, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. So the great thing is, so your analysis, whatever that word is, if this price, because you see we have a lower low on the RSI. So when this price gets below this point, then it means your strategy is not going to work. So that's, you can actually take that trade, and I'm not telling you guys to take that, but you can actually take that trade, and if it goes below that, your strategy doesn't work, because then it's not a hidden bullish divergence. And I saw that there, and Jason can tell me if I'm wrong or if you want to add something. And this is what I actually checked. I was on the USDT, on the 4. Here you can see, but that is like super close. That is super close, and it can actually come and cancel that out. So you can see there it's a lower high, and here it's a higher high, and that is also that's a hidden bearish divergence. And on the USD chart, it means if the price is going down, it's actually people getting back into the crypto. And I just want to check the total market caps, and that is just short-term frame. That is not that's not longer-term frame. So I'm not gonna draw it in. You can see there it's a higher high, but small, like really small. And there it's a lower low, higher low, lower low. And that's the same with the total market caps. Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Andre.
Yeah, sorry, my terms, guys. I'm so tired. Yeah.
And with the USDT, you'll find that we had very strong resistance right now on the USDT chart.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Cool, man.
Yeah, I still, sorry, I just want to share, can I just share something again with my USDT chart? Here you can see, I have, yes, it's small with all this stuff. But you can see here, I still have my 618 level here. And I really think we're going to test that sometime. And it might not be now. And we're on this trend line here. It might not be now because we usually test that. And it's quite interesting. Even on the dominance charts, the Fibonacci levels work. And I took the top from there. I started from there and I use the bottom there, and then that's the 618. So I still think we're gonna test that sometime, but it might not be, and that's actually bad for the market. But yeah, anyway.
Oh, we absolutely trust that we don't test it now. But thank you, Andre, and thank you for running around on the charts. It's always lucky to see you run around on the charts and what you've learned in less than a year. It's amazing, and the fact that you're sharing it, that's the most beautiful part. Jason, last words for you. Sum up what we said tonight, buddy.
The last website that I want to show is a website called Alternative Me. And what this website shows is the fear and greed index in the market. And it's based on Bitcoin and large cryptocurrencies. So it analyzes the emotions of the general public. And you can see right now that this dials to the left, and it represents extreme fear. So we're at a number of 22, and you can see where we were yesterday and last week and last month. So this dial's been here for a couple of weeks in a similar number. And if we scroll down, we can actually go and look at a chart, and you can base that chart on different time frames. But if we click on max, for example, we can see we're at 22, which is down the bottom here. And we can see, if we look back in history, once we get down to these levels between 10 and 20, what happens? We stay in here for a period of time. And then once the institutions and the whales are bought up, we tend to start moving up again. And we go up to higher levels that represent greed. So this chart gives you a good indication that, what Warren Buffett says is be greedy when the public is fearful, and be fearful when the public is greedy. So now's the time to be greedy because the public is fearful. So this is also a very good indication whether it's the right time to be getting into the market. And that's just all from our side, Donnie.
Cool, Jason. Thank you very much for that summary slide there for what you think with regards to fear and greed. And we always say, when there's blood in the streets, you should buy. And when the candles are all green and running like crazy, and everyone's getting with a greedy pause into the market at the top, we should be out already. So thank you, Jason, for that. Ladies and gentlemen, I will just want to show you our webpage and remind you of the Crypto School webpage. If you register here at the bottom to find the free stuff, there will open up for you, and you will be able to go and see the free stuff. And there we load the crypto talk. We have Binance Academy, wallets and payments. And today again, I assisted someone on how to use altcoin trader, and someone new that got into the market today, how to use altcoin trader. And it's so simple as just go to that video and go and check how to get into altcoin trader. And it's an easy way, it's free. And there's 2 workshops that we sell, but we decided to open it up for a limited time. And it's Understand Bitcoin and Blockchain. It's a 2-hour workshop, and the difference between money and Bitcoin. Again, a 2-hour workshop that you pay 200 Rand for to watch each. But we decided to share it with our community for free because we want you to have the information. There are so many people joining our community on a regular basis, and we need to continually show them where they can find the info. And if you can get in the news and go show the people that you bring onto the call where to go find the info, it will be most helpful. Last words from the team for the evening. Thank you, Andre. Thank you, Jason. Andre, we're going to start with you. Last words for you, words of wisdom to the team.
Yeah, guys, I was just thinking, and I was laughing earlier because I told them, Donnie and Jason, yesterday someone was asking me, because I was looking at the charts, and someone asked me, Oh, so basically you just buy here at the bottom and you just sell here, and I started laughing. I said, "Yo, that's the idea, but it's not so easy." And that's the thing I want you guys to remember. And I don't like, not a lot of people actually tell this to everyone, like, or people don't realize that, and that we are trading against institutions and guys with big money, and they actually make what the market does. So they don't care what the price is, they manipulate the price, and they get the money from the people that are greedy, or the newbies like us. And that's why the market is tough, and that's actually when they buy, when the market is tough, and they sell when the market is greedy. And that's the thing, and you have to get to that point where you can like almost understand where they are trying to buy. And because if you're not going to do that, and again guys, I started doing some scalp trading and just basically my own stuff, like what I think I have to do and what I've learned, and the past week, and it went well actually. And I'm not telling you guys to do leverage, like really guys, again, I'm not telling you guys to do leverage trading or anything, but I was like 4 or 5 days and nothing happened. Like I was waiting for me to lose money, because you have to lose money. Like if you do scalp trading, you have to lose money sometimes. It can't always not work. And then the next day came, and every single trade I did, I lost. It didn't want to work. And that's the first time when I actually felt like when the emotions got to me, and I had to make that decision to put my laptop down and just breathe. Just put my laptop down. I'll do it tomorrow or the next day. And that's what I want you guys to remember. There's going to be times that's tough. Just put the laptop down, go drink some coffee with nothing extra in it, and yeah, enjoy.
Cool. Thank you, Andre. I'm glad to hear at last, after 1 year, you made a trade where you didn't win. But I'm just saying that tongue in cheek. But then, Andre, and thank you for sharing with us. It just started raining heavily in Pretoria, so if you hear that, my apology. Jason, last words for you for the evening.
Yes, Johnny. So 2022 is going to be a tough year in the markets. There is opportunity. Unfortunately, for that opportunity, you're going to have to work. And by working, you're going to have to do your research. You have to be part of a community where you share what you see, where you share with other people what you hear from other people, what they see. And follow the top traders, as I say, on Twitter, YouTube, and Telegram. And education is key. Every day you need to go and do a bit of education, just to make sure that you're abreast with what's happening out in the market. And as I said, there's money to be made. Enjoy your evening, everybody.
Cool. Thank you, Jason. Yes, I have a motto that I say, whenever the market goes sideways and there's nothing to trade, whenever the market is against me and I don't get it that I can take, I just teach myself. I just go and learn myself out of that hole. I just go spend that time and go read something, go watch a video, go see someone else is making money, go look at what they do, what they say, and go learn something. Go watch a video on TradingView, and go watch a video that Richard has loaded for us on Altcoin Traders YouTube channel or something. I just get away from my own thinking and I just go learn. And it's important to continuously learn. And thank you, Andre, for always sharing that with us. And the same with you, Jason. You always come and tell us that you don't know everything, but you learn every day. And we appreciate that. We appreciate your contribution to the team. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Crypto Talk for Monday evening, the 17th of January. We trust that we will have green candles at some point in this week. God bless you. Have a good one. Thank you for joining us tonight. Bye-bye.